You will encounter many different kinds of women during your life. There are those who will put you to the test, others who will submit to you right away, and still others who will just bug you whenever they have the chance. Understanding this one fundamental of how to hold yourself will help you rule not only your dating life, but also your social life. The secret is to learn to remain grounded while retaining your confident masculine frame. Since you won't have to dance around the bush, you will be able to stand up for yourself and get a direct hit on your target. The difference between a high-value man and a low-value one is confidence. Man, just consider it. Depending on the confidence with which they expressed it, two guys may say the same thing and receive conflicting responses from others. The male and female dynamics and the art of mastering an unshakable, self-assured masculine frame will be the main topics of this film. Be sure to give these 6 techniques a shot on your own as well. First, keep in mind that it's a game, then master it before dominating. You need to be aware of the rules of the game when it comes to women, as well as the weapons you have at your disposal. Beautiful ones don't require a game. They basically hang back and behave politely, to be honest, and with no effort, they will invite males to approach them. Males, on the other hand, rely on their knowledge and talents. Power, of course. Strength points can be earned if your body is well known, but experience is more important. You must have noticed a girl traveling with a man who was about 10 years her senior. She will admit that his expertise and what he can provide her are the reasons she likes him. You may think of this as mastering your frame. Keep in mind that strength and experience come with responsibility. Additionally, you are not a suitable match for her if you don't enjoy taking on responsibility. Although you might not be as cute as you believe, you can get any woman. The words "I can do it" are what most women thrill at when they are told what they want to hear, since they are the easiest and most overt displays of confidence. Women have a strong admiration for guys. Why? Because they are aware of the proper procedures, and that is seen as macho. For women, saying "I can achieve that" is empowering and exhilarating. The biggest turn-on for a woman is if the male has the answer to her problem. And it might include everything from making her happy to addressing domestic issues, battling for her, and other things, not just for. A guy is a repository for answers, so if you can do anything, or even just appear to accomplish anything, you will watch the respect men have for you soar. This capacity to offer solutions can only exist. Girls often test you with your partner once you have mastered yourself. They act or say anything to elicit a response from you. Mate, testing naturally occurs. If you're afraid of it, you have a feminine mentality. Those who are famous don't get tested since one woman has already made up her mind to have sex with them, receive their attention, or have their issues answered. If you're not renowned, you'll get created, tested to some level. And secondly, women are aware that confronting these people would surely cause them to withdraw from them. You can ask those who get frequently. They will admit that women frequently test them for compatibility. Examples of such testing include being dubbed playboys or too short women. Try these ridiculous actions and see how you react. Most women perform this unconsciously to determine whether their boyfriend is the best candidate. And this is what you ought to develop into. Unless you take what they say personally, she could decide to go after all. Being completely in charge of your thinking is essential in this situation. Keep your thoughts to yourself. Most of the time, if you aren't being tested, you aren't even on their list. Unless you're a famous person or a celebrity. If a woman dislikes you, she won't interview you and is likely to warn other women to avoid you. Here is where your appearance matters. Your physical appearance actually dictates how often you'll be tested and what kind of reactions females will expect. Third, don't squander your time examining the past. Regrets will cause you suffering, and men typically discover this much later in life. The sooner you learn to let go of those negative rejection sentiments and move on, the better. Rejection occurs in every game. Early years are significant to some extent, but you should start preparing for the female game in your 20s when you become an adult. Similar to men, women in their early to mid-20s like to play this game, and for good reason, it's best time in their lives. When people look their finest, they are driven by strong emotions and wants. When they reach their late 20s, they desire to defeat the finest in the world. In contrast to males, the majority of them marry. They learn, acquire skills, and gain experience as they mature. Therefore, if you are a teenager, keep studying and broadening your horizons. Contrary to women, a man's prime depends on two things: his age and his level of accomplishment. On average, males reach their peak years of success and experience between the ages of mid-20s and late 30s. The fourth point is important: grooming. Now, don't confuse me with fashion models, people you frequently see on TV, or anyone else. The truth is far different, and you have no justification for it. Do not whine because you are too short. The first fundamental rule of developing confidence is to disregard anything you cannot control. You must realize that sobbing over things you cannot control is pointless. Why? Because you can utilize your attention and seed energy more effectively. For instance, if you are short, pay attention to you. Additionally, maintaining a good physical appearance will benefit you in daily life. Being in good physical form gives you the self-assurance to cope with anything and everyone, especially ladies. So if you were weak growing up, pay attention to your body, start lifting, working out, and exercising. They not only help you stay in shape, but they also keep you healthy. Ask an obese acquaintance how miserable it is to be overweight. You will be grateful that you avoided the hardships. Many others do. Every guy is a 10 out of 10, according to an old proverb. Just focus on improving your areas of weakness. Your love life is like a domino effect, according to number 5. Just now, I highlighted how in demand you are with ladies. Gossip is a further factor that makes you a target for other ladies. You've probably heard stories of guys who wind up sleeping with their girlfriend's buddies. This is due to the fact that she is compelled to compliment you constantly. It's not your fault that these are ladies. Everything is shared with their pals, and discussions about sexual encounters are prevalent. Such rumors attract girls' attention and make you more appealing to your friends and peers. A domino effect seems like this. This, however, is no justification for breaking a promise you made to a lady to chase the other dominoes. Chase after fleeting pleasure over the word you have given to a lady is nothing short of that. The high-value man's whole existence is centered on combating the evil within him. 6th, adopt an attitude of plenty. If a lady or one of her friends rejects you, don't get upset and don't put yourself under more pressure by waiting for her to hug you. Because this is the unfavorable truth. She won because it is terrible and hopeless to wait for someone to return. Even if it's difficult to accomplish after a breakup, a high-value man never seems desperate. Instead, he steadily starts to return to the enjoyable lifestyle he once had. Bring yourself to a calm, self-assured, and generally manly condition. Your attitude is sure to make other ladies take notice. Ask yourself, should I let any past issues come back into my life? If your ex sees you having fun, there are higher possibilities she'll want to woo you back. She'll convince herself that she didn't realize you were so fascinating. Women have what is known as an abundance mindset, which men do not naturally possess. However, women are aware of the large number of males pursuing them, so they typically don't. You'll feel calmer if you adopt this mindset. More alternatives result from plenty, and more women will be drawn to you as you expand your possibilities by demonstrating your manliness. By the way, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like the video so that the algorithm can determine the next best way to level up as a. Click here to view these videos.